got triggered by the Sly for Vaughn comments. They used to say it, but you also mentioned a song. They'd be like,
they be on my page like Sly for Vaughn. I know they trolling me.
For some reason, I just don't see them comments no more.
Savannah rapper Quando Rondo, a passenger in that car, frantic at the sight.
He say no, I think he let a hoe get him. He say no, I say let's go to war about it.
For some odd reason, we different in Iraq.
How many times have we seen Lil Durk's sworn enemies antagonize him in songs in IG Live?
So why'd you take that picture with the King Von mural?
Durk told me to.
How did he tell you to?
He through text. Now he blocked me now, but yeah, through text.
What was the?
We was talking
what
like
kind of
that,
conversation were you having before he told you to go take this photo?
Me, go over there and do that and see what happened to you. I'm like, I'm outside right now.
Only for them to have tragedy befall them months later.
31-year-old Tristan Hamilton performed under the name FBG Cash. Police say he was driving near 81st and Ashland when the occurred. A 29-year-old woman who was asleep in the car was seriously wounded.
That in front of your she could have saved you, she had a tampon.
With the rise of Chicago drill in the 2010s until the present day, Lil Durk has managed to catapult himself above every other rapper that has come out of Chicago in the last decade, as he secured his highest charting single in All My Life alongside J. Cole, which peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. And as his music career has flourished, his thirst for get back against the gangster disciples in Chicago and Quando Rondo, as he has left countless clues in his music relating to his involvement in countless tragedies that have occurred in the last 3 years. This is a story about a Chicago rap superstar who can't leave his gang-banging ways behind him and uses his attention-grabbing music to further antagonize his enemies, and how after all his incriminating lyrics still manages to escape authorities while his shooters have to stand trial before a jury and be sentenced. This is a story about how Lil Durk calls all the shots in the gang underworld of Chicago while simultaneously making millions of dollars in the rap game. On October the 15th, 2021, Lil Durk would drop Pissed Me Off, a song accompanied by a hard-banging Chicago drill beat where he details an incident where his house was invaded by men on July the 11th, 2021, which resulted in him and his fiancée India firing at the invaders, who immediately fled the house, an incident he alluded to on a podcast with DJ Academics.
So like in this situation, in my mind, I'm more feared for her, cause I'm like, damn, it's finna go down. But she locked in. So they had me like, okay, cool.
You've been around situations like that before, but you think about your kids that could have been there. Your kids could have,
yeah, that's
be a father.
That's all I had to think about.
He also reprimands people from posting Sun and True, the late King Von's son and daughter, on their social media platforms.
Why you posted Sun? Why niggas posting True? Why you act like you support us if you do hop in that coupe?
But what I'm sure you did miss was the outro to Pissed Me Off. This is a 40-second sermon where he goes off telling all his critics and Opps to check the news because get back for his brother OTFD Dang slaying was well and truly in motion.
Man, what? You do this Vaughn, you do this with D-Thing. Pluto, you not a fucking rocket, man, you hear me? I don't do no talking on the internet, man. I don't got no fan base out here cause he respond. You know, man, stop playing, man. Y'all just don't be hearing about that. There ain't nobody in me. You know, in Chicago, they got spot news, you hear me? You know, phone call that flat news or more. Better go check that, you hear me? Now, when you go check that, come holler at me. Let's get it. Man, what?
Let me elaborate a little on D-Dang's passing. OTF D-Dang rapped OTF and Dog Pound, and aside from all the gangster disciples like FBG Duck and Lil Jojo who took pleasure in dissing D-Dang and the BDs on social media.
Yeah, say first, Dog Pound, BDK. D-Dang had conflict brewing elsewhere with a less internet famous gang called Dump Street or Gotta Gang, and here is a video of D-Dang dissing Dump Street. So, on Sunday, June the 6th, just 7 months after losing King Von out in Atlanta, Lil Durk's older brother D-Dang was outside of a Harvey strip club called Club O on the 17,000 block of South Hempstead. Gunmen ran up and opened fire on D-Dang, hitting his head.
Club O is quiet this evening, but police say there was a chaotic scene at the club early Sunday morning. Multiple shots were fired and lots of weapons were found at the scene. Dante Banks was killed when he was shot in the head. Banks is the older brother of locally known rapper Lil Durk. The 32-year-old is also a rapper who performed as D-Thing.
It's one of those things I've never faced or accepted yet. I'm still suppressing it. I'm still moving on, keeping myself busy, keep doing the work so I don't have to really sit down and really focus upon my son and the loss that he's no longer here. So when this has happened to me, I got to show them by my own example that we ain't gonna do no revenge, ain't gonna be no retaliation.
Shortly after D-Dang's passing, a Dump Street gang member would post a rather ominous picture with a caption alluding to how he carries a strap to the club and how someone died while walking to a car. This is Gotta Gang Denim, an alleged feared of Dump Street, and following this post, Lil Durk fans would flood his comments asking why he D-Dang. But while fans were asking questions on IG, behind the scenes, get back for D-Dang's slaying was brewing, because not long after D-Dang's passing, 2 men would be down in West Inglewood as more than a dozen were fired towards 22-year-old Jalen Anderson and 33-year-old Jamie Hawk.
Yeah, that happened just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, less than a mile from the police station here behind me on 63rd Street. The shooting happened outside of a gas station over there, and according to police, 2 men, a 20-year-old and a 33-year-old, were in the parking lot of that gas station when a dark-coloured vehicle pulled up next to them. Someone inside the vehicle pulled out a gun and started shooting.
And we ain't see it, I lost my brother when we was millionaires. I wasn't scared to die for him, that was my biggest fear. To the point I dropped my own low so they could find us. And it's been months and they still had it. The night my brother died, if you was there, just know you asked the ops from over west, next day they ass was down too. Belt boys put belt the ass, don't we don't be with them. Told my PO through the gate that I get high as f***. She asked me how high do I get, I told her hashed up. I don't wanna go to club up no more. Getting left in the dough. Her grrrr, left brain for the flow. Look what happened to D-Thing, they know how we came.
If you come get it back in blood. Yeah.
How do you feel about, this, man? Is that something that you can see yourself stopping to do in the future, or
like it ain't
it
ain't even really, like, to be honest, like, you know what I'm saying, I don't do that like it's distasteful for, but I just feel like I got away with words and made shit sound good. So like I feel like when y'all was doing it like that, man, it's getting watered down. Shit, you gonna keep saying the same thing? All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and mix your whole little batch up in one rap and see how you like it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think they like that.
Check on your mans, I heard he got hit in his head, but he almost, so I can say his name cause he ain't how you live.
Some hitters that'll knock your ass out with the change. R.I.P. my cousin, my heartbeat won't beat the same.
Oh, what the hell?
Damn. These so weak, folks. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
Hey, G, let me find out you in the bathroom, G.
Folks, them people just, I'm in the dressing room. These just jumped on me in limits right now.
Just get out the feds, sneaking pics back Vaughn Road like Lil Bro won't come out and spin.
I feel like he would want you guys to know. Listen to FBG Cash in his own words tell you what was going on in his life a few weeks before he passed.
Yeah, I think it was her because like I was at her crib at like 4:20 in the morning. I just left rap a lot. So I was sitting at her crib. Yeah, a guy kept on calling her phone. Come on, call. She was like, oh my God, he steady calling. I'm like, who? She was like, my boyfriend. She was like, I hope he don't come over here. She what, he got keys to your crib or something? She was like, yeah. Have you seen? Yeah, I forgot I gave him keys. Boom. He boom. So I'm like, but I never got back up. I was just like, cause I thought she was, so I was trying to push that out the car. Yeah, like boom, 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 boom. I'm trying to push that out cause I thought she got shot. But I was like, when I see she was like, whoa. I'm like, drive.
I don't want to be in a situation, but I can think it like that. I don't think niggas got no chance to think about it like that.
So you do think about it sometimes. What do you think?
I think it's common. Like, I don't think it's in my cars though. Like, overrode that shit. I weathered the storm with all it. Like, I don't think it's in my cars.
In the car, Cash call. He, what's up, gang? What's up, gang? I'm like, where you at? He like, man, I'm in Iraq. I say, when you just in Houston? He like, yeah. He pull out a Draco. Yeah, I'm in Iraq, but I'm good though. I say straight up, as a brother, as a friend, I say, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, Scud, that don't mean nothing. Everybody got them Scud. Man, go back to Houston. Like, and I'm like, bro, get back to that good environment, Scud. Chicago snaked out for they back door. Like 5 o'clock that morning. I had a conversation with him like 4 in the afternoon. He died at 5 o'clock that morning. Trying to ride around with in Iraq. Come on, bro. Ain't no doing that, Scud. You know better. Like, these set you up. They'll wet you up.
Well-known Chicago area rapper was in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. Police don't have anyone in custody, at least not yet.
Better keep your for bony, better keep your see. Think I planned it, come and see. You gon' end up by that tree.
May the 2nd, 2021. This is Quando Rondo's first show following King Von's demise in November the previous year. He's performing in Georgia in front of a small crowd, accompanied by his entourage on stage. And at 2:20 a.m., Quando and his entourage are at a convenience store in Blackshear. Shortly after, a car pulls up and unloads multiple shots towards Quando and his crew. One man was hit in the arm and received medical attention shortly after. While investigators arrived at the scene to take statements of any sort, Quando Rondo had already left. Now 2 months after this incident, he's on Clubhouse, talking recklessly alongside his cousin Lil Pub in regards to the shooting on May the 2nd to none other than OTF's very own Lil Vernie.
Lil Vernie, what's up, man?
What's the word, 6-0?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, baby. How the f you niggas miss a whole money? I ain't gonna lie, this
I ain't gonna lie, boy, they ain't got no money. I know Dawg said go get the money, but I know they ain't got no money that night. Hell nah.
They would go on and troll Lil Vernie on how he has missing teeth.
That nigga Vernie got a missing teeth, though.
Yeah, I got shot in my mouth.
Five, what you say, Five?
Swear to God.
Yeah, I do. I got shot in my mouth.
You did? You got what?
I got shot in my mouth.
I'm saying, though, I wish that nigga ain't miss your mouth.
Yeah, he shouldn't have.
One thing about us, though, we don't do no missing.
Quando would continue antagonizing Lil Vernie while dissing King Von.
Hey, Lil Vernie.
What's the word, 6-0?
I'm about to go to my partner house, and after that, I'm gonna go to my other partner house. After that, I'm gonna call my other partner, and then my other partner and shit like that. You know, all us can still pick up the phone.
You petty as hell.
You know how that go.
I know how a lot of go.
And that's the fact them niggas mad because the main's
gone. And that's the fact they mad because they main's gone.
August the 19th, 2022. Quando Rondo is in West Hollywood with his cousin Lil Pub. This is a week before Pub was scheduled to appear in front of the Chatham County Supreme Court for RICO charges from October 2019, and is also planning on pleading guilty on attempting to flee the police. So, this could be the last quality time Quando could spend with his cousin Lil Pub before he does time. While they are in LA, the previous night back in Georgia, the Savannah Police Department would receive a call of shots fired on West 38th Street with Phoenix Fendi Odom, a member of Quando's gang, Only the Mob, had been gunned down.
Right now, a man dead and police are scrambling to figure out who killed him. Here's a look at the crime scene on the west side of Savannah, where you can see investigators gathering evidence for hours overnight.
And 12 hours later, Quando Rondo and Lil Pub stopped by a gas station on Beverly Grove. Shortly after, a white sedan and 4 men rolls up. 3 men jump out and start unloading a barrage of bullets towards Quando Rondo, who allegedly was the intended target. But Lil Pub was hit instead and would unfortunately pass away at the hospital.
That second person, not the rapper, but the second person who was hit by gunfire, dies from the gunfire. Let's get right into it. Mike, you'll give you a look. The gas station here, this is right across the street from the busy Beverly Center on La Cienega. See all that broken glass there? That's where the Escalators park. They're getting gas when all of a sudden the windows are blown out by gunfire. They're under attack by bullets flying all over the place. To the left, Mike, you'll give you a look. See all those white evidence markers on the ground? Each one of those is by a shell casing. Gives you an idea how many rounds are fired.
After being the butt of the joke in the Clubhouse conversation, Lil Vernie would take to Instagram and post a message of encouragement, telling Quando to keep his head up. 5 months following the murder of Lil Pub, Quando would memorialize his fallen partner on his song Long Live Pub. This comes on the back of him denouncing his Crip affiliation because he believes somebody from Crenshaw might have been responsible for Pop's death. Arguably their most notorious member being Brick Baby, who somehow has a direct link to Chicago's very own Durk Banks. And on April the 14th, he would drop the music video to his single Not Enough, and he raps. And if you remember, Quando had been alluding to having $1 million bounty on his head. Regardless of Quando Rondo's public statement denouncing his Rolling 60s gang affiliation, the Savannah Police Department went having it as they filed a 49-count gang indictment against Quando Rondo and 18 other gang members, where they explicitly name Quando as the leader of the Rolling 60 Crips in Savannah, Georgia.
Tyquain Terrell Bowman is a Savannah rapper indicted on gang and drug charges. A Chatham County grand jury indictment accuses him of being a leader of the so-called Rolling 60s gang. He tweeted this message to his family on Friday after turning himself into police. What the tweet doesn't tell is that law enforcement was gathering evidence against him and the gang the day before.
This indictment details an incident where Quando was at the movie theater and noticed members of the 1100 gang in attendance, so he ordered Rolling 60 gang members to bring guns. But more importantly, prosecutors have phone recordings of Quando Rondo negotiating a drug deal with a supplier and then traveling to Macon, Georgia and paying off said supplier.
In my hand is the 17-page, 49-count indictment laying out the charges against Quando Rondo and 18 others that they are facing this morning. The rapper, whose real name is Tyquain Bowman, is accused of being the leader of the Rolling 60s gang here in Savannah. He is also accused of distributing drugs. The indictment says he drove to Macon to pay his supplier for marijuana. We want to remind you, a new Georgia law is cracking down on gang involvement. It adds a mandatory 5-year prison sentence for anyone convicted of a gang crime and 10 years for those convicted of recruiting minors into a gang.
And I've seen a tweet from Young Thug's sister, mad because King Slam can't get his bond approved in the YSL RICO case, but Quando just made bail in his case.
Newsroom tonight, and Brooke, the judge set his bond at $100,000.
Yeah, Shannon, and the Chatham County Sheriff's Office confirmed to me this evening that the rapper, whose real name is Tyquain Bowman, was discharged from the jail earlier today.